Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tine from Tine Stitching Babs and I'm here for another weekly cross stitching update. Today is 26th of February, so it's almost the end of February, yay! Which also means my weekend, my solo weekend is coming up. But yeah, updates on the hubby. He's liking his job. So far he has to get up at 5, so I'm up at 5 as well, but I don't mind. I like the quiet hours in the morning so I can do my own stuff. I can't get out of bed because we're sleeping in the living room and the little one is also sleeping in the living room, but I'm liking my an hour and a half to 2 hours for me. So yeah, that's life, I think. So let's get into the stitching. I worked on my secret stitch, and because it's the last Wednesday of the month, I checked Stitchpal, and he says that it will still take me 65 years to complete it. Yeah. Last month it was 100 years, so I'm glad that I got to cut it down to 65 years. The next one I worked on was my ultrasound. It's the ultrasound from my little one. I converted it myself or made a pattern out of it with eCanvas for cross stitch. It's an Android app, but this is my progress. This week I only used it for the week Wereld in Kraassteek in Dutch, or World in Cross Stitch, where we hop around the world and get to see stuff through pictures, and then we have to do a number of stitches depending on the tier we're doing. And excuse the hanging threads, but it's done on a 25 count black fabric 1/1 full cross. And I worked around here and I worked around here. So yeah, this one is my focus piece, and this one will be done at the beginning of May according to Stitchpal today, so we will see. Then last video I tried to explain the temperature stitching that I started because my husband applied for a new job, which meant that he has other hours now, so he can't pick up the little one. So I quit my job, so I have more time to stitch. Tomorrow is my last day with my main family, the family I worked for 4.5 years almost. So yeah, tomorrow will be my last day, and I'm not sure how to feel about it. It just needs to it hasn't come true completely, so I'm not sure how I feel about it. I will miss them, I know for sure. But anyway, because I have more stitching time now, I decided to do the temperature stitching, where I chose 10 of my whips with the most amount of stitches left to get them finished, and I paired them up with number 0 to 9 because I'm using the second digit of the temperature, and every time I'm done with my secret stitch I will look up the temperature for that day, which is the highest temperature, and then that's the one that I stitch on that day, and they get all at least 50 stitches. And this is the first one that I worked on. One of them is the Fast and the Furious. It's the poster from the movie, the 9th movie from Fast and the Furious. I did it again with the eCanvas for Questage app, and I worked on it for 1 day. And this is this one. Oh, and the light is horrible, sorry guys. It's a sunny day today, but that also means that the light is horrible. This one I started in the right corner, but it messes with my head. So I'm converting it, or I'm working my way to the left corner, and I worked in here. So yeah, this one, because I use the app that I converted it with, it gets 10 by 10 block every time it gets cold for the temperature stitching. So yeah, the next one I worked on it twice for the temperature stitching, and it's the supersized max color underwater dolphin and turtle. Artwork is by Jen Patrick Quesney, and it's done by Heaven and Earth Design. And this is it. Yesterday, because I worked on it yesterday, I know I filled in a whole bunch of blue, or at least one thread. The time before that, I'm not sure, but I'm doing the typewriter methods. I'm still doing the first line of it. So yeah. Next one for my temperature stitching is Queen of Dragons. I'm not sure which digit or which number I use them for. I will try to remember to write it down for the next video. But this is Queen of Dragons. I also converted it myself with the eCanvas for Questage app. It only got gold one time, so it got one block, and I did this one. I filled in this one. But yeah, this is a drawing a friend of mine's boyfriend drew, and I liked the picture that much, so I asked if I could convert it, and he said yes, so that's what I did. I love this one. It's a whole bunch of muted colors, but it's a fun stitch. Then the next one got gold 2 times. It's Princesses, or I call it Princesses because it hasn't have a name, but it's from Zana Stitch on Etsy, and this is Focus. So this one got 2 blocks, because with this one I'm doing the black border first before I'm going to fill in the black, and then when that is done, I will fill it in with the colors. And then the last one of my temperature stitching is the Disney one by Zana Stitch as well on Etsy, and this one got 1 thread, I think, and or a couple of threads. I think a couple of threads, I'm not sure anymore, but I do know that I started with one of the colors in here and then let my thread I just followed the thread wherever it went until it ran out. So yeah, With this one I'm not doing the blue border at the moment. Not sure if I will be doing it once it's done, but for now I'm not doing it. So yeah, that's all my temperature stitching for my temperature pieces. It's fun to do. It's just my secret stitch and then one of these pieces, and then I get into my normal stitching, which is through the forms of Magic Stitch On. It's a group on Facebook where we do a movie a month. Delphi, she's scratching her nails on things she's not supposed to. So yeah, but my focus or my main stitching is guided through the forms of Magic Stitch On. It's a Facebook group where we do a Disney movie every month. This month it was and still is until Friday, The Elemental, and I'm doing the character hunt at the moment. They haven't showed us or posted a hint of what movie it will be next month, so we will see, but it's a lot of fun. So one of the forms or one of the pieces I needed to work on for one of the forms was this one. It's Angelic by Rachel Anderson. It's an Heaven and Earth design, and this is the piece. This one I used for one of the forms, but it also gets worked on every month on the 25th of the month, just for a whole day after I did my temperature stitching and my secret stitch. But yeah, so yesterday, because it's the 26th today, I filled in a whole lot of empty spots and I worked a bit around here. So next time I will be filling in the next 10 by 10 block. Oh, and all of my pieces are done on 25 counts 1/1 full cross. So yeah. The next one for one of the forms was that I worked on was Dragons of the Sabbath. It's a Retired and Stokes one by Pain Free Crafts. Delphi. There she is. She crawled her way up to the chair, which she's not supposed to do, but yeah, she keeps doing it. But this is my progress so far. It's done on a 25 count black Ada because I'm not going to do the black, the 310. And I finished one of these colors and then I worked my way till here, and then I did all of this. So I'm starting to work on the second wing of that dragon. So yeah, love this one. It's also one of my temperature pieces, but it hasn't been cold yet. So we will see when it's getting cold. Next one was one of my focus pieces. It got worked on the 18th this month, and it's Hazel Point of View, Retired Heaven and Earth design by Dakota Detweiler. Dakota Detweiler is no longer with Heaven and Earth, but she's with Charting Creations. But they don't have this one at the moment, but a bunch of other ones they have now. and I mostly worked in here, so yeah, only a little bit to do to finish the second 10 by 10 row, and then I'm going back over here and start there. But yeah, Delphi, she's standing on my lap, and I'm hoping she's not going to knock off the tablet. Delphi. Okay. Next one that has a focus day, because this one gets worked on the 23rd of every month, and it's the picture of my husband's daughter from his previous relationship. So this one I did with the eCanvas for cross stitch app again. Oh yeah, this is the whole piece, and I worked in this boring what's it called? It was it's 939, and I find it boring because it's just going one way from the other in a snake. Yeah, but it has to be done, and this one I'm doing color by color. So yeah, I have a whole lot of blue or 939 to go, but we will get there. One stitch at a time. And then the next one I worked on just for a prompt for Magical Stitchdom, and I will get it out of the hoop, and I'm still working on it. It's this one. It's called Forest Lace, and it's still in the plastic. Sorry guys. It's an RTO design, and it's done on 14 count black Ada. And this is what I've done. The other day I worked in here in the leaves at the top, but I still have to do a bit more to get the required stitches for the prompt. But yeah, it's a different kind of stitching, but I like it. And that's it. That's what I stitched on. It's almost the last day of the month, and like I said at the beginning, I'm leaving on Friday for a weekend, for a solo weekend. I'm taking some stitching with me. I'm taking my my foxes with me, but I'm not sure if I will stitch and how much I will stitch. And next week it's spring break here in Belgium, so my little one is at home, but I'm not sure if I will film next week, because I only will have to or get to show you what I worked on today, tomorrow, and then maybe Monday. So I'm not sure. If it's not much, I won't film, but if I have something to show you, you will see me next week. So yeah, that's it for me guys. I hope you have a lovely week, and I will see you either next week or the week after. Bye, happy stitching.